So this video is about what symptoms I experienced before I found out that I was pregnant. Some of them quite noticeable, some of them not really. So the problem is that a lot of them can be confused with like premenstrual symptoms, but there were some that really stood out. So if you're watching this and you're in that 2-week wait, or you're just wondering, you know, is this a symptom, then maybe, I hope that some of what I say, it might stand out to you. But these are my symptoms in that 2-week wait that just stood out the most to me. One of the things that I noticed first was, it might have been around the time of ovulation, but 2 weeks before I found out I was pregnant, I got a sore throat. And I didn't get anything else with it. I didn't get any sickness, any flu, anything that followed it. I just had a really sore throat. Every time I swallowed, it was sore, and it was just really strange because it was just the throat. And so it almost felt like I was coming down with something, but I didn't. And my temperature felt a bit raised at this time. I felt a little bit flushed. Just a bit hotter in general. That kind of, the sore throat went away within, I think it was 3 days, and nothing more. I didn't get anything else. However, you know, they say your temperature stays elevated. Well, that is true, because even when I was at work or just had a top on, I just felt generally hot, warmer, not hot, just warmer. So I would definitely say that is something that I noticed. I was definitely warmer than usual. So that was around 2 weeks before I found out. Another thing I noticed was that although I didn't really notice any more tiredness in the day, because as I've said in my previous video, I have a 4-year-old. Me and my husband have a 4-year-old. So my days are so busy, I didn't really notice anything out of the ordinary, like feeling tired. I was yawning a lot, but I thought that was just down to my busy day. So perhaps my body was letting me know that it was tired, but I just thought it was because I just go about and do my bits, really, work and whatnot. But what I did find was that when I woke up in the morning, I found it harder to get out of bed. So my body was obviously craving more rest. So I'd literally sit up and I'd have to wake myself up and get out of bed, and it was just a bit more of a struggle than usual. It would just take me longer to wake up. Oh my goodness, another one, an absolute symptom, is vivid dreams. This was, you know, I think maybe I started to experience them a week before I found out I was pregnant, and I just could remember every detail of this dream, and it just seemed so, you know, vivid. And I woke up and I could literally remember every little detail from it, and I thought, oh my goodness, you know, I've never dreamt like that in my life. And to this point, at 6 weeks pregnant, that's still not changed. So I'm still dreaming lots and lots. And yeah, so that is definitely something I noticed, and apparently that's down to the hormonal rise and the change. So they've got a lot to answer for, them hormones. What else? So I have kind of gone over this in my 6-week blog, but weeing a lot more. I would say in the day, but what I would say more so, and maybe it's just because I'm still quite in early pregnancy, is I'd have to empty my bladder before I went to sleep. If I didn't, I would be up in the middle of the night. So that's something that I just sort of made sure that I did. But definitely weeing more is definitely a sign of early pregnancy, or the fact that you're falling pregnant as well. Increased appetite, definitely. I just noticed I was so hungry, and I believe that can start as soon as you've conceived. Like, I was just eating so much more, anything I can get my hands on. Some things I just thought, I really don't fancy that, and other things I, you know, would just eat it a lot. And I think that's when that happens, I've not been that good, actually. I've been just sort of eating what I want to eat, but I need to be a bit more healthy, I think. When I'm really feeling hungry, I just need to make sure I'm going near them foods that are nutritional, but they're also filling. So that's something I need to work on. Something else that I noticed 2 weeks before I fell pregnant was, maybe a week actually, was I was quite emotional. And when I won't go into it, but I was having a discussion with someone at work, and I was quite upset and had quite a good reason to be upset, but usually I can sort of control my emotions and I can, stay calm. Nah. So I just, I couldn't control them, and I just, burst out crying, and it was so unlike me. So looking back, I can think, oh my gosh, I was so pregnant and didn't know it. But yeah, a bit emotional, not really being able to control them, being a bit more teary, definitely. It's not just a saying, it's true. Acne. Maybe my makeup covers it well, but yeah, like spots. Like I noticed, like it's obviously because of the hormonal rise, but I noticed it more on my forehead and around just everywhere really, but mainly on my forehead, and so that's quite unusual. So that's definitely something I noticed. But on the day that I was due to take the test, or the day that my period was due, I got something that I never ever get, and I got a big cold sore on the side of my mouth, and it wasn't just like a little one that I sometimes get. It was really big, and it was on the side of my mouth, and to me that was massive. I thought I'm just definitely going to do a test today. I'm not even going to wait another day or two. I'm just going to, because I never get that. So maybe that was my body's way of saying that something's going on and I'm a bit run down, even though I'm eating well, I'm sleeping well, drinking lots of water. So that was a big telltale sign for me. So, and obviously I took the test and it was positive. And so yeah, that was a really big symptom. And another thing for all you girls that are watching is I found that my chest was bigger, and this was before I found out that I was pregnant. It was just if you know your body quite well, it was just a noticeable change. I just thought nipples were bigger, boobs were bigger. I'm sure my nipples were turning brown. Maybe that was in my head, but I'm pretty sure I could see some sort of colour change. That's before 4 weeks pregnant. So that's another symptom. Headaches. And then they weren't awful, but there was just a very dim headache that I would get. And it was definitely because of the hormones. I would get headaches every now and again, but not every single day, or not every second day. And I did notice that it was just there, near the front, sort of going towards the back. So that's really just my symptoms. There's quite a few, but those were my symptoms, and it turned out with a positive pregnancy test. So I hope that's helped. If any of you are sort of looking for what to expect, and just sending baby dust your way. All right, speak to you soon. Bye.